In business, it feels like you've got to pick a side, right? Are you all about the hard data, the numbers, or are you focused on the people, the human side of things? But what if the secret sauce was actually doing both? Today, we're looking at a professional who does exactly that, blending hardcore digital strategy with human-centered wellness. And let me tell you, it's a powerful combo.
Okay, let's just take a look at this. This title right here pretty much says it all. It's not wellness ambassador and SEO strategist like they're two different jobs. It's one seamless identity. And that's the core idea we're going to unpack today, how someone can be a top-tier expert in both of these worlds at the same time.
And it's this very rare combination that really makes her whole approach click. So let's break down the different pillars of her expertise and see how she's getting amazing results, not just for companies, but for the actual human beings who run them. Now, this is what I find so fascinating. You've got these two things that seem like opposites. On one side, she's deeply empathetic, really tuning into what her clients need. On the other, she is laser focused on results, on the hard data. But here's the magic. It's not about compromise. It's about synthesis. Her real value is in bringing these two powerful forces together in perfect balance. All right, first up, the digital strategist. This is all about getting tangible, measurable results out there in the digital world. And her toolkit? It is seriously impressive. We're talking high-impact digital marketing and some really advanced SEO. But look closer. She also brings in direct sales and customer support. Now that is key. It shows she's not just about getting clicks. She understands the entire journey a customer takes, from that very first search all the way to becoming a loyal fan. So a huge part of her strategy is this thing called entity SEO. And you might be asking, what on earth is that? Well, think of it like this. Old school SEO focused on a keyword, like best coffee. Entity SEO goes way deeper. It helps Google understand the whole concept of a great coffee experience. You're basically teaching the search engine that you're a true authority on the subject, not just a website that repeats the right words. It's the difference between just being found and being truly understood. Okay, next pillar, the AI-powered educator. This is where she goes beyond just creating a strategy and starts to supercharge how her clients actually work. See, she's not just a consultant who swoops in and then leaves. At her core, she's a teacher. She's got this passion for empowering entrepreneurs and their teams, handing them the tools they need to absolutely thrive in this crazy, fast-paced world. And this just lays it out so perfectly. It's not some abstract, high-in-the-sky theory. It's a super practical process. She helps teams pinpoint exactly where they're losing time, finds the right AI tools to plug those gaps, helps them build new, smarter workflows, and boom, they hit peak efficiency. It's a clear, step-by-step path to getting way more done. And all of that, the strategy, the tech, it leads us to this third and you could argue most foundational piece of the puzzle, the holistic mentor. This is where it all comes back to human connection. I mean, this quote just nails it. For her, success isn't just a number on a spreadsheet or your ranking on Google. It's about the entire picture, the well-being of the whole person behind the business. And that means her guidance doesn't stop at the office door. She's mentoring for professional growth and for personal development because she knows you can't separate the two, right? A thriving business is almost always run by a thriving human being. So the big question is, how do all these pieces, the strategist, the AI teacher, the holistic mentor, how do they all lock together? Well, that brings us right to her core philosophy. And this is it. This is the big idea. She builds a bridge between human connection and digital innovation. She proves that these two things are not enemies fighting for our attention. In fact, they're partners. When you bring them together, you create something so much more powerful and sustainable than either one could ever be on its own. So, what happens when you follow this approach? What are the results? Well, you don't just get success, you get holistic success. You get growth that actually lasts. You unlock that peak efficiency we talked about, and you end up making a really significant, meaningful impact. Which brings us right back to this powerful summary. Now it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? She's not just an expert in marketing or AI. She's a visionary educator, an ambassador for a completely new, more integrated way of thinking about what it means to be successful today. So, as we wrap this up, it really leaves us with a question to think about for ourselves. In our own work and our own lives, how are we doing on that front? how are we balancing that constant push for innovation with the absolute fundamental need for real human connection? That might just be the central challenge of our time. And maybe, just maybe, the key to unlocking our own version of holistic success.